Yet I cannot tarry longer. The sea that calls all things onto her calls me, and I must embark. For to stay, though the hours burn in the night, is to freeze and crystallize and be bound in a mold. Fain would I take with me all that is here. But how shall I? A voice cannot carry the tongue and the lips that gave it wings. Alone must it seek the ether. And alone and without his nest shall the eagle fly across the sun. I float around high above the clouds, sifting through storms and sun. I had a nightmare when I was little. I was in my childhood home, sitting in the living room. It was light out and the sun shone through the curtains. Bright spots scattered on the colorful rug as I started to lift into the air. I was elated at my ability to float. I found myself bouncing off the white popcorn ceiling. My body discontent with the walls around me, my front door opens, and like a magnet, I'm pulled outside. My heart drops into my stomach, and I anxiously grasp for anything around me. I continue to float up, and my view of my house, my neighborhood, becomes smaller. I grab hold of the top of a tree with an endless, clear blue sky behind me. But I can't hold on, and my hands silently slip away from the last branch. I keep rising into the sky, and I am so fearful of how high I'll go. My view of land becomes smaller and smaller until nothing is recognizable. Afraid I will continue to float on forever, I alone cover the sky. Like a balloon, I drift into space, and I am frozen in fear. Sometimes I find myself floating around for so long, I don't know where to land anymore. It's so easy for me to leave when I know I always have a place to come back to. I went to Spain seeking clarity and a welcome distraction from the very real, raw reality of my self-doubt and lack of conviction. Ask me to leave everything behind? Step into the unknown and become unrecognizable? I wouldn't hesitate. You can't run away from your problems, but you can certainly fly away from them. I don't know why I have this unshakable pull to move, stay in motion. Maybe if I move quick enough, I won't have to stop and stare long enough to be disappointed. I am afraid of falling into a life that leaves me numb and stale, and it is so easy for me to pour all of my energy into someone or something that doesn't deserve it. Surround yourself with people you can't trust, and you'll sooner lose trust with yourself. There are so many pretty distractions. They cloud my mind and plant a whole garden, one that I never tend to. People can come in and out of your life swiftly and without warning. Sirens will linger in the noise, and you get better at hearing them. Words can be pretty, and they can shoot like daggers, Direct them at yourself and see how quickly you can bleed out. Silence can be deafening. I much prefer slipping into a crowd of chaos. I didn't know it yet, but what I was missing from my life, what I deeply craved, was a sense of belonging. The people I met these last 10 months have changed my life indefinitely. My happiest moments are always ones I could have never predicted. I left Minnesota with the sort of dread that can only be tied to a stagnant relationship that still seeped its claws into me. And I returned home for the summer feeling like I could fly. You are not escaping your problems if the one you are in was caused by your environment, and sometimes all there is left to do is leave. And that I am very good at. I had a diary entry from August 16th, 2023. I am manifesting what I want to see happen in the next 6 months, and it has become of the utmost importance. I am getting myself to Europe, more specifically Spain, and I am creating a life for me there. Fast forward to June 2025. I feel like I am on the edge of a cliff, but instead of falling over, I leap and dance on top of the clouds. Inspiration has poured into me. I see art and love and connection all around me. The freedom I feel to let myself dig my feet in the sand and shout out my wishes and desires, to not be afraid of my failures, even enjoy them. My mind has a habit of bouncing all around. I can barely capture a thought when it jumps across my mind. I can be ashamed of it, but it's gotten me this far, so I'm learning to embrace it. I acknowledge my shortcomings, my bad days, my quick temper, extreme cases of melancholy, my passion, excitement, creativity, and embarrassment, and I hold hands with her. I think my true love is mystery itself. I find myself always looking up into the sky, as if I might see something up there amongst the stars, escaping the moment I find myself in. Then sometimes, I choose to dig my heels in. My feet sift through the sand, a lightning bolt strikes, my heart pounds. I've never felt so alive than when I pause in a moment in time. Always when I need it, the moon is rooting for me. Have you ever smelled the air around you? On a calm spring evening, a crescent in the sky, my eyes go wide. I feel chills all around me. The cicadas hum into the rhythm of the night. The sky itself has reached out its arms around me and pulled me up into its embrace. I am flying, and gently I float down again.
Imagine he's like, and he just knocks it. No.
But as he descended the hill, a sadness came upon him, and he thought in his heart, "How shall I go in peace and without sorrow? Nay, not without a wound in the spirit shall I leave this city. Long were the days of pain I have spent within its walls, and long were the nights of aloneness. And who can depart from his pain and his aloneness without regret? Too many fragments of the spirit have I scattered in these streets, and too many are the children of my longing that walk naked among these hills, and I cannot withdraw from them without a burden and an ache.